everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Jade Empire. Last episode we went through the arena here, or at least the qualifying area. Can't really go any further because we need to go speak with the princess. We need to head out of here. You also found out about the guild who's in charge of this place. Anyway, let's move on. See what we can do. Just gotta do a bit of running to get to where we need to be. And down this way. And right outside. Before we do go to where we need to go, I feel like we should probably go speak with Black Whirlwind, because it seems like he has some information on the arena here.
What? What do you want?
We should talk about your time in the Imperial Arena.
No, I don't think so. I've told you to watch your back, and that's all you need to hear for now. If anything needs to be done beyond that, I'll do it.
Perhaps talk to me first. What would need to be done?
I don't know. Hopefully nothing. But I'm keeping my eyes open. You just carry on and know that the Black Whirlwind's got your back.
Alright.
Not literally, of course. I respect you too much to go grabbing anything posterior.
Thank you, and I don't swing that way. Forget it, let's move to something else.
Good idea. You've got bigger things to worry about than me anyway. Not much bigger, mind you.
Alright, that's all for now. I'll keep you in mind. Anyway, Sky, let's move on. We're heading to the Golden Way. Sure, there'll be some interesting things there. And up in here. Yes, thank you for saving. Let's move on. Random girl. Gate to the market district, that's a guard. Let's see what the map looks like. That goes to the Necropolis, which we're not going to bother with. Ministry Hostel. Theater Pavilion, and the Scholars Garden. Alright, let's see what we can find. A lot of people around, so that's nice.
Hold on there. This way leads into the Necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there.
Noted. What's wrong with the Necropolis?
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the Necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there.
Yeesh.
We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic.
There's probably another reason. When did all this start?
Things have been bad over the past few, let's say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully.
I don't think it's refusal.
All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all.
Why aren't the guards doing anything about it?
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the Necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't. We just...
Okay, how bad has it become?
Bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else.
I suppose. Alright, that's all I need for now.
Stay away from the Necropolis. It's dangerous.
Indeed. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Oh, the jar. Scholar gem. Do we have something like that? Let's see. Nah, it's something to sell. Beggars Song?
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
But your clothes are expensive and you speak like a noble.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
Wow. Not even a little bit.
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
So you turned to begging.
Of course. I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me, or even waft its way close to me.
But there is no shame in begging.
How could there be shame? You've got it and I want it. Should I steal it? Never. Simply ask like a civilized soul, I say.
I'll give you a silver if you'll explain this mad philosophy of yours.
I am afraid I cannot do that. That would be trade, and I simply will not sully my beautifully soft hands with such. I will tell you for free, however.
Wow. Fine, tell me.
I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound. Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
So you are begging in order to pay for drunken debauchery, all in service of becoming truly wise?
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way. But yes.
That is one way to do it. I'm going to sully your hands with trade. I think the pursuit of wisdom is noble. Here's a silver piece.
I thank you. It's not easy for one such as I. I have it far more difficult than the impoverished beggars of this city.
No, you do not.
Farewell.
Sheesh. Jar. I wonder if it's still around here. Oh. Something's happening here.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
What are you doing? Why attempt to insult me?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
I asked for an explanation. Justify yourself or I will take offense.
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
Can't I just throw something back to him? There is no point to your insults. Defend your claims or cease this instant.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Oh. Explain yourself.
An Outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
The city hosts many visitors. Why is he so different?
The Outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the Emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
I see. Perhaps I can reason with this Outlander.
That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
Something I can work on. I'll teach him not to mock our culture.
I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
I'll do what I can, and I'll make my way there. I need to get to the Scholar's Garden anyway. Let's see. Seems like it's not here anymore, which I think is probably a good thing. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, it's something I remember from when I played as a kid. There was a dog in this particular area, I'm pretty sure it was in this particular location, that you could interact with. When you interacted with, you kicked it and it exploded and you got a closed fist point. I think it is perfectly understandable that they would remove the ability to kick a dog into an explosive mist. So yeah. Okay, anything else around here? Well, I've got a scroll stand. Music and the arts. Music and the other arts are vital parts of life in the Jade Empire. As with any truly civilized people, even the common man can enjoy the benefits of music in his daily life. Only the music of the Jade Empire itself truly satiates this primal urge. The lesser, more savage peoples that surround us know nothing of true culture, and their primitive beatings and wailing cannot touch the soul as truly as have the masterpieces of Water Swallow or the heart-wrenching tragedy of Falling Star. For this reason, if not others, it is our duty as a cultured people to bring civilization and joy of the arts to those less advanced and gifted societies. Hey, a level up! Yes, we are definitely going to level up. Let's see, a point in that, a point in that, and a point in that. Done. We have more style points. 13. Fortune's favorite. You know what? Instead of doing that, I want Leaping Tiger to be good. So we're going to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! Negative damage increase. There, that works. And as flawless would be interesting, I don't think I'll use it. Spirit Thief, can I improve that at all? No. I don't think there's anything else that I can improve at the moment, so that's good. Moving on. What's this? Hostile.
Good day, citizen. Some minor thing I can help you with?
You'll only help me with minor things?
It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the army, even city guard, is expected to defer any major disturbances to them. Makes me about as useful as a lamppost.
Huh. What can you tell me about this area of the city?
This district? Well, it's called the Golden Way for a variety of reasons. Certainly one of the richer areas of the city, and one of the best looking as well. This district is a major thoroughfare, with the Scholar's Garden at one end and the Market District at the other. There's also the Necropolis, but most people avoid that place. Who wants to spend time with the dead?
Necromancers. I need help finding my way.
What district are you looking for?
Actually I don't need any directions. Can you tell me anything other than directions?
I'm afraid not. I'm on duty, and it's imperative that I remain focused on what few tasks I'm still deemed capable of performing. A fellow guard once paused for idle chit-chat with a woman. She went to the Lotus Assassins with a story of his inattentiveness. Next thing you know, he's arrested for threatening the security of the Empire with his lax ways. I don't know what happened to him, but I don't want to share his fate.
There's, shouldn't you deal with that girl that... Okay, goodbye.
Be about your business, and stay out of trouble. Pleasure to be of service.
Okay then, let's take a look in this hostel here. Cannot be opened at this time. Okay, noted. Moving on.
All those nobles with fat purses and thin intellects. I swear, heaven must look like this.
Perhaps. Enlightened stage. Okay, this is a stage. Oh, script stand. The stand is covered with books, papers, and other elements related to a play of some sort. Doesn't appear to be anything else there. To the Scholar's Garden. I guess there was something to... Okay. Well, I think we still have enough time to go into the garden. There you are!
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence.
Thank you. You've changed again, Princess. Who are you now?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
They rightfully fear him. He is Sun Li, the glorious strategist.
Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist.
And why not? You didn't recognize him as family?
I was too young to know him. I was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire 20 years ago. Now it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
I must get to the palace. What do I need to do?
Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems.
Golems, great.
Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
I've been fighting the Lotus Assassins. How the heck can I infiltrate them?
We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
I've fought a number of them. I'd be spotted.
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tien's Landing.
I mean, you have a point.
They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
Oh, possibly. How can this be done?
There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
You know a lot about the Lotus Assassins. Why?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
I will go see what I can learn in the Imperial Arena.
Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Donggao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Donggao is closer to the assassins than he should be. I will wait at your flyer. Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should, discuss how closely we will be working together?
Might not be a bad idea. Travel with me now. Sky, you can go wait at the flyer for now.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Okay, we will have to speak. In fact, we can do so right now. We have the time.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's Hand to free my father. Meet the Executioner in the arena, or speak with Scholar Donggao in the Scholar's Garden about the Inquisitor. Hurry, or you'll lose your chance to help your master.
I want to ask more about this evidence you want.
We've gone over this. Death's Hand is using the prisoners who should be working on the wall to construct some sort of personal army of golems. My father probably knows something, but not the true danger of it. I need to show that Death's Hand intends to seize control. The Lotus Assassins act for Death's Hand. There has to be proof of his evil intent in the Lotus Assassin Fortress. That is where you need to go.
I want to talk about you. Why has your servant given me a gift?
Did you like it? I thought you might want a little assistance. Consider it a small token of my favor.
I appreciated your gift.
I thank you for your courtesy. A woman always likes to hear when her gifts are appreciated. It is difficult for one of my rank to give gifts, even one so simple as what I gave you. A princess is not normally allowed to show favorites.
Then why take the risk?
Better that I give it away before Death's Hand carts it off. He has been quite brazen. Besides, it was mine by birthright to do it as I wish. Must I always be dictated to by tradition, despite my respect for it? Sometimes I want what everyone else has, to be myself. And to be myself, I gave you what I wished.
I thank you for the gift and the risk you took in giving it.
Well, you're polite at least. Most nobles take gifts as a matter of course, especially those from a woman. But the price I may pay for helping you could be greater still. I am destined for the throne, destined to rule the Empire after my father, but that will be meaningless if Death's Hand keeps his hold on my father's mind. I fear one day he may try to interfere with the Imperial succession.
I can understand why that would be terrifying.
Or perhaps convince my father that he should be Emperor by marriage.
Oh, yeah. We cannot allow such a travesty to happen.
Indeed, we cannot. I would bite my own tongue before ever allowing that man to touch me. I'm sorry, I've ruined the mood. We should continue our talk another time. First, we must expose Death's Hand, reveal his treachery and manipulation.
I have other questions.
I will answer what I can, but you have other things to do as well.
I want to talk to you about the Emperor.
My father? What do you want to know that isn't already public knowledge? Emperor Sunhai is well known and well loved. Death's Hand is wearing away at that reputation, however, and I need to stop him before it goes too far.
Let's see. When did Death's Hand join your father's court?
He has been present for as long as I can remember, but he only rose to prominence after the end of the long drought.
What was your father like before this began?
My father was very caring when I was a child. Now he is cold and distant. I know Death's Hand is corrupting him somehow.
Alright, goodbye for now.
I wish you luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
Indeed. Let's just see what you have here. Attack longsword, support, you deal extra damage with martial styles. Silk Fox is as enigmatic as she is beautiful. When her longsword is not flashing from foe to foe, she lends her skill to you. Okay. Anything here that we can... Ah, look, a bookstand. The Physical Universe, a rebuttal. Scholar Xiao Xiang has once again missed the central point of the philosopher's argument. We do not wish to stall development, nor do we seek to stop people from learning. Philosophers see the work of the divine in the physical world and oppose those who defy tradition only because they find those customs inconvenient or outdated. Learning and respect for the past need not be mutually exclusive. We seek only to learn in a way that does not dishonor the celestial beings that give us our very lives. Anything else around here of note? Oh.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
Noted.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
Well, I guess we gotta fight here. Ow, ow. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything else around here. What does a map look like? Okay, that's the garden, and that's where we're going to be going to deal with that whole issue. Oh, that's going to be fun. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, because it's gone on long enough. So, we have two paths we can ultimately take. The sneaky route or the brutish route. I think we're going to try and complete both of them, or at least learn what we can. But we are going to complete everything we can, and there are many quests as well that we have to do in the Imperial City. We'll start here in the Scholar's Garden, but that'll be in the next episode. Till then, I am Cheswick44, that is Jin and Silk Fox. This has been a Let's Play of Jade Empire, and I shall see you all next time.